Hey loves, it's Catty and welcome back to my channel, Glam by Catty. For today's video, we are going to be doing this smoky eye right here and a little get ready with me using some of my favorite products. So if you want to see how I got this smoky eye look right here, just keep watching. Is primer, and I'm going to be using my go-to favorite, which is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So we're just going to get into that. Once primer is all set in the face, I am going to grab foundation. And today I will be using the Born This Way Matte 24 Hour, and I am in the shade Nude right here. And I'm just going to take it on a damp Morphe blender. And just press that in all over the face. So I'm just going to take a second pump of that foundation for the other half of my face on that same damp blender. And the freaking coverage of this foundation is just amazing. It covers all my red. So I'm just going to keep blending it in. Next, I'm just going to apply concealer using my favorite one, which is the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer, and I am using the shade Fair Beige. I'm just going to take it and apply it under my eyes and to my lids to prep for the eyeshadow. It's time to set the face, and I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty powder, and it is in the shade Cupcake. And I am going to use this on a damp different blender for powder, and I'm going to set underneath my eyes and the rest of the face. So I'm just pushing it underneath the eyes to set the concealer, and then I will also take some to my lid and set that as well on both sides. Just going to set the whole face using this fluffy face brush and just dipping into that Huda powder, pressing it in all over the face. So if you have extremely oily skin like me, I do recommend setting your face. It will help control your oils. If you have drier skin, you can totally skip this step. So now that the face is set, it's time to add some color back into the face, and I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette just on a bronzing face brush. And I'm going to be getting into these brown shadows right here, the middle one and the deeper tone one. So I'm just going to take some of that middle medium brown, and then I will just apply it to my cheekbones, around my forehead, and my nose. For my nose contour, I will be taking that same medium brown shade that I used on a Morphe M506, and I am just going to be contouring the sides of my nose just to snatch it a little more. Now getting into the deeper brown shade from the contour palette, I'm just going to apply it to my cheekbones on the upper half just to further deepen the contour. all around step. And before I bake, I like to go in with blush. So today I'll be using the Too Faced Strobe Berry Blush. It is super beautiful. It has a peach shimmer and then also a deeper pink. So I'm just going to be taking that on a small angled blush brush and Smile, and I'm just going to apply it to the apples and going into that contour. Now that blush is on, I'm going to bake the face. I'm going to be using that Huda powder on that same damp powder blender that I used to set underneath my eyes and my lid. I'm just going to take some and I'm going to apply it to the sides of my nose. Now taking the flat side of the blender, I've already picked up some of that powder and I'm going to bake underneath that contour to sharpen it up. Y'all are probably like, girl, that is a lot of powder, and yes it is, but if you want your makeup to last all day, then trust the process. This works amazing. So we're not done yet. I'm going to get more of that powder and I'm going to apply it to my smile lines, because now that I'm getting older they like start to crease, and I'm also going to be setting underneath my eyes that way, because I love to do my base first and then eyeshadow last. I know I'm totally weird, but that's just the steps that I like to take. So this way we can just dust off the bake at the end and it'll catch any fallout. So next I would normally apply my brows, so that is what I'm going to do really quickly, and then I'll be right back. I will be using the e.l.f. brow pomade in the shade Espresso. I will be applying them using the Morphe M158. It is just their eyebrow brush with a spoolie at the end. And the brows are on, and a lot of you have asked why I haven't filled them on camera yet. It's because I hate doing my brows. Like, it's the least favorite part of my makeup. I don't think I'd mind it as much if I actually had hair, but I don't. So it takes like 6,000 years to get one brow on, not joking. And then they don't even come out looking like sisters. They're like distant cousins. So, I mean, now that my base is completely on and brows, I like to get into the eyeshadow. So let's zoom you guys in and get started with the smoky eye. Just kidding. First, I wanted to mention the products that I will be using today. That way you can go ahead and grab them and sit down before we get started. When doing a black smoky eye or any smoky eye, I like to have a base first for the shadow. That way it's just more pigmented. You can either use a black liquid gel liner or a black liquid lipstick, which is what I'll be using today. And my favorite one is this Milani. It is their matte satin lip collection and it is in the shade 13 Leather. So I will be applying that first as the base for the shadow on my eye, and then for transition and highlight I will be using this Jaclyn Hill Armed and Gorgeous palette. And this palette is super pigmented. I will be taking this warm medium brown shadow and it is called Agent right here. And then for the highlight I will be using this super shimmery like icy pearl white shadow, and it is in the shade VIP. My favorite black shadow of all time to use is from my Daisy palette. I love this black shade right here and it is called Matter. If you do not own these palettes, just use shadows with similar shades, and let's get you guys zoomed in and started. I'm going to be dipping into that warm medium brown shadow called Agent on a Morphe M441. It is just a big fluffy brush and I'm just going to apply it all over the crease. And this palette is super pigmented, so I will probably dip into it one more time and that's about it. But right now I am just blending away in little circular / windshield wiper motions. That transition shade is all nice and blended out like this. And I'm just going to apply it on my lid as a base, and it does dry fairly quickly, but that is fine because we're going to be setting it on top with the black shadow. So just get like a general shape of your lid. I'm going to set it with the black eyeshadow just on a small flat brush. I'm just going to go on top of that and set this, and then I'm going to slowly start to take it up a little higher into that transition and start working on blending those edges. Whenever you're doing a black smoky eye or any smoky eye, it's all about blending. Once it is set and I have dragged that black shadow higher into that transition, I'm going to be taking that same Morphe M441 fluffy brush that we used to apply the transition. I'm just going to go around the edges and blend, blend, blend. Make sure that it blends nicely into the black. That is literally it for the lid. Now I am going to start working on the lower lash line. Apply eyeliner to my waterline. I love using the Milani Supreme Kohl eyeliner in Blackest Black, and it looks like this. I'm just going to take it and apply it to my waterline. I'm going to set that eyeliner in place using that same black eyeshadow, and I'm going to take it on a small lower lash line brush. This is just a flat brush from Morphe. Once the lower lash line is all smoked out, last for the eye, I will take that shade VIP on a Morphe M152. I'm going to pop that on the inner corners, and then whatever is left, I will take it to my brow bone. My favorite lashes that I'm going to apply today are the Baddie Bee lashes in Saucy. They are so gorgeous. Now that the eyes are all complete and super blacked out, I am going to dust away this bake, and then apply highlight and a lip. I'm just going to take this fluffy base brush. Before I apply highlight to the face, I like to go and set it. And today I'll be using this Too Faced Peach over 3-in-1 setting spray. I'm just going to take this and spray it all over the face. Whenever I apply my highlight, I like to go in first with a damp blender, and I will just take it and apply it. And I'm applying it to my Cupid's bow, my nose, and then also to the highest point of my cheekbones, and this just makes it pop more whenever I do this before I also apply it with my fan brush. Last step, of course, is lips. So I'm going to be using my favorite go-to nude, and that is the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Celebrity Skin. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I also hope that y'all are all staying safe. My Texan accent just came out right there. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, and if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also comment down below what look or video you want to see next. See you in the next one. Bye!